Good evening, and welcome to another installment of On the Porch with Pastor. It's getting cooler. That means my favorite time of year is here. Tonight's installment is called Handyman Blues. When we had our first child, everyone said we'd have to build on. Our house had 3 bedrooms and a good-sized living room, so I couldn't figure out why we needed more room. Plus, in Russia, they crammed 20 people into a 2-room apartment. Then our son turned 2, and I learned what every parent knows. The extra space isn't for the kids, it's for the parents. We decided to convert our basement into living space. Called in a contractor for an estimate. Made sure to tell him about needing access to pipes, because every now and then a big gob of potato peels jams the garbage disposal. So I have to go down to the basement, open up the pipe, ram a clothes hanger through to loosen things up. First, we had to get the basement dry. Lately, it's been getting wet every time it rains. I figured the drainage tile coming off the rain gutters was clogged with roots from our maple tree, which I will cut down just as soon as I get my chainsaw fixed. I broke it trying to cut some bricks. Turns out it wasn't roots. It was a squirrel that had fallen in the downspout and got stuck. Basically, what I had was a squirrel cork. I rented a plumber's snake, 25 feet of cable with a slicer dicer on the end, and now my basement's Sahara dry. Before they drywalled the basement, I was told I'd have to clean the mildew off the walls. This was something I didn't understand. I was drywalling to hide the mildew. So first I had to clean the mildew? Why bother drywalling? I forgot to tell the contractor that sometimes the dirty water from the washing machine backs up through the floor drain, but I stuck a wad of duct tape on the drain and took care of that little problem. I have a friend who took a class in home maintenance. His house is perfect. When he needs a screwdriver, he goes right to his workshop and gets it. When I need a screwdriver, I head to the kitchen for a butter knife. I hate it when he comes to my house. He says things like, "I'm not trying to alarm you, but the electrical outlets probably shouldn't throw out flames when you turn on a lamp." I have another friend who hires everything done. He's a man who's made his peace with his ineptitude. Not me. I come from the school of rugged individualists. I figure Daniel Boone never called a plumber. Sometimes my 3-year-old wants to help with household repairs. Once we fixed a leaky faucet together. I forgot to turn off the water before I started, and a geyser hit the kitchen ceiling. The next time we fixed a faucet, he put on his raincoat. Quick learner, my son. Tradition has it that Jesus was a carpenter. That means he went into people's homes to fix things. You'll note he found another line of work pretty quickly. Wise man, our Savior. As I read tonight's installment, I'm reminded about all the things that we men feel compelled to fix around the house. And sometimes we even feel compelled to fix other people. And it's interesting to me that though Jesus was raised a carpenter, knew about building things, knew about fixing things, eventually he too got around to the heart of the matter. That to fix stuff that you can see and build things that you can see rightly, you can't do it until what you can't see and what's invisible is fixed and built rightly. So I'm glad he wore the hat of Savior, for to me that's far more important than wearing a carpenter's apron. But I still believe that if we somehow find our way to the Savior, that whether we wear a carpenter's apron, a mother's apron, or regardless of what our profession or our calling in the labor force, we'll do it a lot better when we're reconciled to the Savior who loves us, gave himself for us, and teaches us the way. I love you. Hope you're encouraged today in Jesus. And remember, he's coming soon, so keep your eyes to the skies.